Back on the show, and good to have David Cohran with us to tell you all about the Buhlow Fly In that's taking place over at the Pineville Municipal Airport. 3-day, it begins tomorrow, runs through the weekend. David, good to have you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for breaking away.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. It's that time of the year again where we have our fall fly-in at Pineville Airport, EA Chapter 614. We usually have 2 fly-ins a year. One is a one-day fly-in, and the one in the fall is a weekend fly-in, and we have a deck out there, and you'll see that we'll have a band on Friday night, and then we'll have dinner and on the deck. Hopefully the weather will be nice. You see a lot of these aircraft that show up. Some of them are factory-built aircraft. Many of them are experimental aircraft, which means that they were built by the pilots themselves or by a person.
How interesting.
And these, you know, we just have it to where people come there and they ask questions and learn.
Sure.
And this is one of this is the biggest fly-in in Louisiana right now, right?
Yes, yes. We have it right here at Pineville, and there's only a handful of EA chapters in Louisiana, and we're known as one of the best chapters in Louisiana.
The experimental aircraft. A lot of people come out to check out.
Yes, they don't know what experimental means.
Right.
And you have some that are scratch built, which means the pilots. That's one that's probably a scratch built or a kit build, which means that the individual had a piece of paper with drawings on it, and they got plywood or aluminum and started building.
Built a plane.
Amazing.
Yes,
and that's what they end up with. Kit build. That's one that's a kit build. You buy a kit. And the individual builds it in their garage or in a hangar. Most people in there, they park their cars outside, and now their garage becomes a hangar until the plane gets. That's another kit build aircraft. It comes in 4 boxes, and generally somebody puts it together.
Now, how does this poker run tie into this?
We started doing that. It just gives pilots coming into our fly-in something to do on their way in. And we place a card in an envelope, seal it up, put it in a box at each airport. The pilot lands at the airport, grabs an envelope, and then you pick up your last card at Pineville Airport. And then at a designated time, we'll open all the cards and they'll play their hand.
How fun is that?
Yeah.
Okay, it runs Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and was looking at the schedule. David, you jam-pack it. You have a lot of things that are happening throughout the weekend.
Friday night, we'll have a meal, and we have a brass band that'll come out on the deck. It's open to the public. Anybody can come. We call it a fly-in because the pilots fly in from all over the place. A couple of years ago, we had a pilot that flew in from Chicago that came to this. I've gotten phone calls of people that are coming in from South Louisiana, from other states, and they'll spend the whole weekend there. Yeah. And then we encourage the public to come and learn about general aviation.
Sure.
It's huge. It's big how most people don't understand about general aviation. They think it's mind-boggling, and it's really nothing to it. And it's easy to get into.
And come learn about it.
Right, and learn about aircraft. So.
Well, it's easy to understand why you are recognized as the best chapter. So this is so impressive.
Right. So what we like to do is we don't call it an air show.
Right.
We call it an aircraft show. So you can come and look. Pilots who built these planes are more than happy to talk to you about what it took to build that plane.
And I'm sure they exchange ideas also.
Oh, absolutely, and they tell stories. Some of them true, some of them not.
That's part of it. Some of them true and some not. David, thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Starts at 4 o'clock Friday afternoon, I believe?
Yes, 4 o'clock Friday afternoon. Saturday's going to be the main day. So if somebody just wants to come out for one day, come out Saturday morning. It's free admission, open to the public.
Wonderful.
Just don't, the only thing that we ask is just don't climb on the aircraft.
Sure.
Good bit of advice. More to come. Stay with us.